And hello again, YouTube. Well, this is not exactly a replay, playthrough, so to say, what I've usually done so far. This is a video that will help me decide on a new series. Also, first of all, a word of thanks to all of you people who have watched my videos. And special thanks to the now 5 subscribers, I believe. 5 is a good number, I like 5, by the way. I don't have any problem with higher numbers as well, but we'll get to that later. First of all, I want to tell you that I'm having a bit of trouble. I'm nearing this mark and I really want to put up a new series for all of you to enjoy. To celebrate it, so to say. However, I really cannot decide on what to make. So as you can see in the background, I have several ideas. First of all, we will be having Alan Wake, the game. Now I have heard a few things about this game. It's supposed to be a shooter horror kind of thing with a good story. Supposedly you're actually a writer, so it better have a good story. So that's about it. That's about pretty much all I know about this one. The next one is called Dead Space 2. I have played the first Dead Space. It's a shooter horror with some pretty creepy stuff going around. I heard that I was thinking the first one was scary enough, but from what I hear, the second one really took it to a whole new level. I will probably scream a lot during it, but if you guys actually choose that I should make it, but it will still be fun. It has a pretty nice story. At some point I'm going to play it anyway. At some point in the future, probably. Probably the distant future unless you voted, but you get the idea. At any rate, the monsters here are pretty unusual. You have to shoot their legs, their arms, anything but not their head. Some of them don't even have a head. So yeah, it was a new experience and I don't think I'll mind that much if you vote it, but let's be honest, I'm not that much into horror games and the like. They're still fun, but I don't know. Vote it if you like the game and I'll see what I can cook up. As for the next game, probably anyone who has played Bethesda games so far, like Oblivion, Skyrim, Fallout 3 I believe, probably has also tried this one out just for heck. It's a bit different, but they made it, it's probably gonna be good. And from what I hear, it actually is pretty damn good. Some of the people on the forums have said that the endings are too similar, like Mass Effect 3, and I have to admit the endings are so similar. If you actually look at all of them at once, you see they just put one big ending and then cut it to pieces. With very small differences. No matter. The game, from what I hear, is great. The gameplay is great. It's set in the past a bit, I believe. Past a bit changed, so to say. A bit of a different focus on technology. Which leads to quite a few problems. And some rats. Yeah, you heard me right, rats. I mean, I don't think they're Skyrim style huge rats, but I do hear there's some problem with them. And let's face it, normal people, rats, don't really get along. In Skyrim, a rat. Squash it. In real life, a rat, get away, get away. Call exterminators, police, whatever, get away. Of course, I'm joking right now. But anyway, from what I hear, this is Dishonored. And if you want this to be on the next one on my channel, please leave a comment on it, and I promise I will read every single comment, as long as it doesn't go beyond 1000. I can handle 1000, no problem. That's easier than most people think, but more than that, it's yeah, it's a bit too much. Also, if you see someone putting a comment on what game I should do, it's probably easier to just vote that one up. It will save me quite some time from reading comments, or if you have something new to say, feel free to do so. Also, I will take some time here because the other three I am also showcasing, I'll have quite a lot of things to say about them. So I will take some of my time here to tell you that the reason I'm not asking you guys for opinions and instead giving you options on what I should do is because of the limitations on my video recorder. It works only with certain games, so I picked what was the best out of what I've seen over there. At least for now. They're always adding games, and I myself have put a few suggestions. We'll have some great games pretty soon. For now, we'll have to deal with this. It's not like they're bad games now, is it? In fact, I'd say they're great games. I'm having trouble picking 1 out of 6 of them. And the next one has a bit more of a tactical approach to it, as it's a little bit more strategy than most games so far on my channel. Neverwinter Nights. Not necessarily Storm of Zephyr, but I did think the wallpaper is pretty good. I don't know what it's in such a low resolution. The resolution I have normally, I did download them in the resolution I use on my screen, so I don't know why it shows so bad on here, but please forgive. Still a bit new at this, adding images in games. A step forward, I say. But onto the game. It is primarily a party-based game. It was, from what I remember, one of the first games to expand on the Baldur's Gate series. But I'm not going to delve into game history that much. Well, maybe a little bit. But at any rate, it's a great game. There are lots of options for both your character and your party members. Also, unlike the first Neverwinter Nights, which I finished expansions and all, here you get to have more characters in the same party. So it will probably be like something like this. You go there. No, she should go. No, the dwarf should go. Why are you picking on dwarfs? Because you're a dwarf. Oh damn it, I'll go. Something like that. At any rate, it's going to be fun. Also, I hear they've got one of the strangest dwarfs in the whole Dungeons and Dragons series in this game. So, at least a few laughs I'm sure we will have. I'm not going to waste too much time on this, as the title is very well known, and I'm sure many of you would like to see how I do things, at least. So if you want this game to be the next, comment about it and I'll see how it matches up to the others. As for the next one, or better said, the last two, because they are series. First is The Witcher, the first game made by CD Projekt, I believe. I do believe it's a Polish company. I have been tracking them down ever since they made the first Witcher. I never got to finish it for some reason. Always stopped at chapter 2 or something. And also I did also get my hands on the second game, which for some reason I also haven't finished. So, any of these two games are up for the channel. Vote on them and we will see which one gets the honor of being on my channel. Well, I'm saying honor, but I do believe the games deserve more than just my channel, but hey, I'm just a beginner, okay? Cut me some slack. For now I'm doing the best I can. I'll try to make them fun. I'll try to make them sentimental. I'll try to make them sad. Well, not exactly sad, but you know, some moments just need to be a moment of quiet, like with the poor dragon in Divinity. But enough about that. The Witcher is a game in which you play a professional monster slayer. And I must say, if you had actually slain the monsters as you do in the trailer, this would have easily been one of my favorite games of all time. if not the favorite game of all time. Sadly, at least the first Witcher wasn't, I don't mean to say disappointed, on the contrary. It just fell a very little bit off. My expectations were way too high. I expected something like Dark Messiah from Might and Magic, and with a huge story, more items and stuff like that. It wasn't meant to be. It was still a great game, great story, lots of choices. I love choices in games. And that actually had an impact, an effect. You could feel, oh shit, I shouldn't have done that, or I'm sure I'm glad I picked this. So yeah, this is the first Witcher game. And as for the second one, I must say, I've also played a bit of it, didn't finish it. But it seems Geralt, the Witcher, is slowly starting to get his memories back. So it should be pretty damn interesting. I mean, from what I get so far, he was with a witch for some reason, and they were hunted by something, a great hunt. I do believe you see it in Act 1 in the first Witcher, or at least a servant of it or something like that, and you have to fight it. It revives one of Geralt's dead bodies and puts him to fight it, just to make him angry. But at any rate, the combat has improved greatly in the second one, so my expectations were right on the mark there. And as I've said, I still haven't finished it. 2 chapters, or was it 3? Still not finished, either of them. And of course, if I do place any of the 6 games on YouTube, I plan to finish them from head to tail, if you get the meaning. So there'll be new stuff for me, probably some new stuff for you guys if you haven't played the games, and even if you have played them, as I've said, there are many ways to do some of them. And what else can I say? Feel free to subscribe if you want to be announced the second they come out, if you haven't already. Thanks for the positive comments so far, mostly for my subscribers, I suppose, and anyone else. And rest assured, I have not forgotten about the Skyrim videos and the LOL videos. On the contrary, I'll be having a few LOL videos up today or tomorrow. And yes, I said a few, that means a minimum of 2. And also it will include a brand, how do you say it? Ah, yes, brand, how to be pro. And yes, you need to do more than face roll with brand to be pro. I know what you guys are thinking, especially the LOL players. Face roll with brand, win, profit. As if it was that easy. Why do you not see brand more in competitive play? Why? It's easy. Face rolling, that's for, I don't know, somewhere around the average level. Pro level, that's way higher. And I'm going to show you how to do it. Second of all, I'll have some pretty nice game picks. Unfortunately, at least for me and my team, it's pretty much the parts where we die or fail flashes and ultimates. And yes, we do that even though we're great players. Like I said, all have their bad times and their good times. Sometimes more of the bad than the good. I'll still have some good ones. I mean, come on, we played 3-4 matches ever since the last LOL video. So, yeah, that's about it. As I've said, comment on which game you'd like to be the next one. I'll start making it the second I hit the 1000 views mark. Thanks for a great time, for the likes, for the comments, and especially for subscribing. And I'll do my best to improve in time. And I'll see you all later.